Hey there guys, and welcome back to the Casebook of Arne. We are just gonna dive right back into it because I'm curious to see what happens next. When blood besides mine is used for abilities, the relative concentration of mine goes up. Oh, okay, so I can't read. Awesome, let's keep going. Which is why I thought I'd take the chance to wrest control of this body. But it's not going like I thought. Our thoughts are all mixed up. For someone who doesn't know who he is, you seem pretty into this whole detective thing. Me wanting to murderize you, wanting to play detective, it's all becoming a mangled mess. I won't be satisfied with this. I want to kill them all. Give your body and mind to me already, got it? Me! Hey, take a look, why don't ya? This puny brat's trembling, see? Must be scared of me. What in the world are you doing? What in the world am I doing? Very true, Lynn Rainweb. What did you say? What am I doing indeed? I completely let my guard down to this lowlife. I see. I'll be sure to keep in mind that this kind of thing can happen. Hey! You got an attitude there, don't ya? You're me, right? Let's get along! Indeed, I am curious as to who I am exactly. But I am sure of one thing. You are not me. What? Close one, close one. Useless. Your attacks won't work on me. What are you talking about? You just ran from one, did you not? You also dodged my attack back when I first met you. I thought your body only turned red because you had absorbed my blood baths. But it seems I was mistaken. Yeah, imagining things, surely. Well now, it seems I hit the nail on the head. You can't keep up that red individuality for long, can you? No, I totally can. So you're just an idiot after all. That's really how it is. You don't make fun of me. Enough, I'm gonna kill ya. Easier said than done when you're talking to a vampire. I'm gonna drink all your blood right here. And if I gotta lose my own heart, I'm gonna take you over. I can take control of your body. I see, so that's how this is gonna work. This body's gonna work. And so indeed, the owner of my last remaining heart is. How amusing! Allow the great Arne to drink up the last lingerings of your blood. Oh no, boss battle. Oh boy. While I can't imagine one such as me being bested by this fool again, I suppose I should observe his movements. The great Arne is not one for brutish strength. The joy of battle is in knowing you have completely conquered your opponent. As for the opponent I aim to conquer this time, I don't believe he has the brains for complex attacks. Most likely, I need only understand the workings of how his body changes color. The vampire watched carefully to note when his foe's body changed from red to black. Huh? You'll never beat me by running, see? I see. What causes his body to revert to normal is... Impact. So after being attacked, he must revert briefly. Oh, cool, I got it. Red and invulnerable lost upon taking a hit. That charge does seem rather mighty, but not so much that I can't see through it. If he were able to move around freely at that speed, it would be quite troublesome, but I'll observe it once more. The important part should be focusing on where my attack hits him. If his body changes color in the same spot as before, then it should be as easy to placing a trap there. Hey! Ain't gonna let you plead for your life now! Our conjecture seems to hold strong. He attacks in exactly the same way. How naively honest. Well, he is an idiot after all. He can't seem to change direction either. He'll just charge forward in a straight line. Perhaps in this incomplete state he can't form complex thoughts. Well, it's not my concern. If I set up a trap around there, he should fall for it just like that. Based on his 2 observations, the vampire laid a trap in the place he expected his foe's body to turn black. Yes, this is the spot. Indeed, that'll do. Oh, maybe not. I think I might be wrong. Shit, no, that was wrong. Hey, give me some enjoyment here. Shoot, how could I have made such an error? I need to lay the trap where he's not red, or there's no point. However, I'm sure I have it now. Oh shoot, I messed up. No, not here. Not here. No, perhaps somewhere else. Maybe here? Yes, this is the spot. Let's try it. Indeed, that'll do. Now! You and your lousy thinking. But now, how about this? Wave 2. Okay. How do you like that? Can't set a trap if you can't see me. True, it's harder to tell than before, but I'll just focus on when he's visible. Aim for moments he appears. I suppose he hasn't stopped to consider he could just attack me while invisible. Not that I'm complaining. I'm quite grateful, in fact. Just in case, I'll observe him one more time. I'm gonna relish killing you. Right, I've understood the pattern. I've also understood what a complete buffoon he is. I'll place a trap there without hesitation. Try right here. I'll try. Indeed, that'll do. There! Ugh. Damn it! I suppose this means I win, yes? Not that I particularly understand what it means to win over my own blood. Well, guess that just figures. I'll have to wait inside you for my body's revival. Enjoy your detective junk while it lasts, puppet. How amusing. See if you can... Nice share. Entertain me further. Puppet. I'm thinking and acting for myself. Or so I believed. But perhaps even these thoughts are being controlled by the blood inside me. Quite a delightful body, if I say so myself. Well, I'll ruminate on this bit by bit. I feel as if I'm forgetting something. What in the world are you doing? Doing those horrible things to Kai, and even attacking Gordon and Hines. As the next head of the House of Rainweb, I cannot forgive harm. brought upon those of my estate. I'm going to protect them. Are you listening? What? When did I get here? Oh, Lynn Rainweb, what is it? You seem offended. I don't really get what's going on. Were you not listening to me? I knew it. I knew you were just a cruel vampire. What is this? Aren't you well aware I'm a vampire? Wait, Lynn Rainweb, I just remembered that was... Enough! I'll explain later, okay? Right now, we need to get Kai to bed. Please stop it! Diane, I won't tell anyone about this, so please stay away from Kai. I... Understood. I'm sorry. Lord Arne, let's leave. Right. Just hear me out for a moment, Lynn Rainweb. Away. What's that? Please just go away right now. What do you mean by that? Just what it sounds like. I don't want to see your face. I didn't think you were the kind of person to do something so horrible. I was a fool to trust you. Now hold on, Lynn Rainweb. Well, if that is your wish as my client, then very well. My apologies, Lynn Rainweb. I don't understand anymore. I don't understand Lord Arne. I don't understand anyone in this mansion. If Lord Arne is the one who attacked Gordon and Hines, then have I made any progress at all? I've learned that everyone was glad that Father had been killed. I've learned about their ugly feelings that I had no idea of before. Everything's just a mess. Am I the only one who's sad about all this? But even so, I have to stay strong, because I'm going to be the family head. As the head of the Rainwood family, I have to protect everyone. That's why I work so hard to be a good mistress. But now, I don't know what I should do. At this rate, maybe this search for Father's killer is best abandoned. In fact, that might be what's best for everyone. Hey, Lenny! See? Yahoo! What? Looks like you had a fight, huh? Z, did you know that Lord Arne was that kind of person? What kind of person? Arne's not a person, remember? Well, I suppose, yes, he's a vampire. I don't know anymore. What's right? What to believe? Is it really all that tough? You just gotta not trust. Huh? From the perspective of entities like us, it's your mindset that doesn't make sense. It's use or be used, right? No need for trust. Though, it sure is entertaining watching humans worry over that stuff. But it looks to me like you and Lord Arne trust each other. What? Nah, nothing of the sort. I'm the only one with Arne because I get to see the amusing stuff. Because I mean, isn't an ex-heinous vampire really funny? Vampires usually look down on all but their own kind, so Arne's quite the weirdo for letting me use him. Of course, my abilities are handy to Arne, so he uses me too. But when all's said and done, doesn't that mean you're together because you trust each other? Well, I guess maybe. It'd be like that in your terms, Linny. If that makes sense to you, then that's fine. But I don't think it'll work as so well with us. Because the two of you are using me. Yep, we're using you so we can enjoy this case. Even still, I feel like we're better than the people in this mansion. What are you getting at? Because at least we're using you as a human, Linny. What's up? You must have had at least a faint idea that you were their dress-up doll. That can't be true. I chose this myself. I tried to become a fine, noble lady, and I'll become the head of the Rainwood family. Did you really make those choices yourself? I mean, what else would I do? I'm the only daughter of the Rainwood family. I'm the heiress. Without that title, what would be left? Oh, Linny. My taste makes it hard to just tell you to throw out those noble lady clothes, but I think the tracksuit looks good on you, too. At the very least, it's hard to see you as a noble, and you sure don't strike me as an heiress, either. What's the deal with that tracksuit, anyway? One day I snuck out of the house and bought this for myself. As much as I said I wanted one, they wouldn't buy it, so I had to go myself. I was yelled at for leaving the house without permission, and rejected for not dressing as a noble should. I see, and? Now that I think about it, this tracksuit is the one time since Mother passed that I stuck to my own will, regardless of what others said. Huh, was that really the only time? Well, no, but that's fine, right? Can I keep looking for Father's killer? Could it be you're asking me? I guess I am. That's right. If I lose steam and give up now, nothing is going to change. I decided to solve this case. That was my decision. Not as a dress-up doll, out of my own volition as a human. Heh, that's the ticket. Well, how about this? Maybe you should go solve the case without even having to ask Arne's help. Me? I mean, you drove Arne away. You gotta handle it yourself now, right? It'll be fine. You saw through the lies and the alibis all by yourself earlier. Yes, that's right. I can do this myself, even without Lord Arne. To the end. I won't mind you using me. Give me some more entertainment. I still don't quite get the concept of using as you two see it, but you'll lend your aid? Of course. I'm the ally to any smiling girls. That I can't believe. Well, at any rate, Linny, I got some info for you. The short maid, I don't think she went back to her room till the incident happened. Elsie? How about you restart the investigation there? The possibility that someone in this mansion killed your dad hasn't gone away, has it? Right. I shall give it a try. If you go along with what I say that easily, you're still a puppet after all, you know. She left! Good work. While waiting for you, my memories have been starting to clear up. So I was taken over by the Neshafir. Man, how lame. It's never happened to me before, so what do you expect? However, while the means were violent, I did obtain information. Lynn Rainwood doesn't seem pleased about it, however. She's too naive. She still doesn't understand what it means to search for a killer, or the danger. Can you expect any better? She's still just a kid. Though hey, this could be a learning experience. Now, seeing as she doesn't want to see my face, I'll rest for a bit. I must admit I'm exhausted. Gotcha, figured as much. Leave Lynn to me. As long as there's a mirror around, course. Yes, that'll do. That'll do. Man, so sloppy. That's part of why Lynn's angry, you know. Whoops, already asleep. Info, Acrombia added to notes. Like Z said, the possibility of someone from the mansion being the killer hasn't changed. First, I need to talk with Elsie. But I should remind myself of what everyone said in their alibis beforehand. Let's see, what did they say about Elsie? She came to the kitchen and left with water. Elsie goes to Father's room to bring him water at midnight every night. Apparently he needs that water to take his sleeping pills. But last night, Elsie was told it wasn't necessary. However, Elsie forgot that and went to the kitchen to get a glass of water like usual. And upon reaching the door to Father's room, she remembered and hastily returned back. So her testimony is that while she didn't meet Father, she did go to the 3rd floor by herself. Considering the timeline, that makes Elsie the likely cause of the shattering vase I heard. Still, I don't know if this testimony is enough to... Huh? Elsie said she usually watches Father take his pills after giving him water, but... What about after that? Especially when you consider she didn't give him the water this time. Isn't this a little strange? The girl felt something amiss with the servants' testimonies. There's a contradiction in these 3 testimonies. Click the part of the text that's contradictory. I saw her leave the kitchen once. You can press the ponder button in the lower right hand for Linda to elaborate. Using ponder will not count as a mistake. So, we saw her leave the kitchen once, says Bernard. She came to the kitchen and left with water. Bernard apparently saw Elsie enter the kitchen to get some water and leave. But Elsie didn't get to give Father the water, did she? There's a contradiction in these. That's right. This right here means Elsie didn't go back to the kitchen to return the glass, which still had water in it. Normally she'd do that right away. What happened, I wonder? Maybe I should ask her about that, too. You never know what might be a clue. Okay, let's talk with Elsie. She's still in the dining room, I bet. Oh, Mr. Slynn, how is Diane? It seems she still needs time to calm down. Is that so? Bernard and Heinz still seem to be arguing as well. Where's Elsie? Oh, I told her to go back to her room to check on you two. Did you not pass her by? That's right. I was out on the terrace with Diana, feeling the night breeze. Well, I'll go check on Elsie then. I see. Please do, Mr. Slynn. Rewards. Gramps added to notes. Ah! If it isn't Mistress Lynn! You're so jumpy. You scared me with that. Gordon told me to call for thou, so I was fretting when neither of you were here. Where did you go? I did doth be worried. I'm sorry. It seemed Diane wanted to be alone for a little longer. By the way, Elsie, is there something about that closet? Didst thou not know? I adore closets. I love the way they look. Verily, I was simply staring at it. There doth be nothing at all inside this closet. I am not suspicious in the least wise. That's way too suspicious. Please let me see inside. You can't. There is some underwear that is much too risque for thee, mistress. I'm sure they're all just teddy bear patterns. It seems Elsie absolutely doesn't want me to see what's inside. What would Elsie want to hide? Could it have to do with that sound I heard on my way to Father's room? It might be time to tell a little fib. Bluffin'. Actually, Elsie, I saw it! See, I caught you in the act. I saw you break the vase. What? I heard a crashing sound, and when I went to look, there you were. Nay, I tell you, that isn't true. I just knocked it over is all. It'd still be right there on the second floor, right? Right? No, it isn't. That's the one that was formerly in the storeroom. Because that vase is missing from the storeroom. Well, surely Bernard must have taken it then. Diana said it herself that Bernard is a thief, forsooth. Elsie, do you also think Bernard is stealing things? I'm sure it must be so. So if you want me to give back anything Bernard gave me, saith the word and I will. I had no idea he was doing such vile things. Really? Even if Bernard being a thief is true, it's not good to blame everything on him, is it? Why won't Test you believe me? Elsie's reaction makes it clear that she's hiding the vase. But she isn't going to just tell me the truth at this rate. What else can I do? Maybe. Heinz told me that there was a thing Elsie hadn't returned to the kitchen. That must have something to do with this. Well then, Elsie, what about you-know-what? Should I have known what? You should. It's nowhere to be found, either. And it doesn't appear to be somewhere out in the open in this room, either. So where did it go? Father's glass. You always returned it to the kitchen. But Heinz told me that you hadn't yet. It wasn't in Father's room, and it's not in this room either. So where is it? Did you break it alongside the vase? Also, if you could go into more detail about the risque underwear later. But please, at least spare me that. It's too soon for thee to engage in these things. Elsie, seriously, what kind of underwear is this? Risque underwear added to the notes. Oh my god. So you tried to pour the water from the glass to the vase and broke both. I was up very late the night before searching for you, Mistress Lynn. So even the act of going to the kitchen made me verily sleepy. I'm sorry about that, too. So then, after breaking the vase, you were hastily cleaning the hallway and looking for a replacement. And that's when I heard Bernard's voice. I just finished destroying the evidence and was standing by the second floor vase with relief. I see. And what did you have to do all that to hide it? I feared of... I was afeard of Gordon yelling at me. Huh? You doth not even know, Mistress Lynn, the true rage Gordon can unleash. He yells at me at least 10 times a day, and yesterday I was set to breaketh my record. Again, Elsie, he was certain to scare me half to death. Didn't you realize, Mistress Lynn? Since around the 100th thing I broke, my sense hath become numb. I've come to think it's only natural that I break things. Why doth he yell at me so? When I'm only doing something natural. He's right there. Mistress Lynn, please keep this from Gordon. I would if I could. Please keep it a secret. Sir Gordon, how doth thee do? Sure enough, that broken vase was your doing. Now would you tell me all about it, nice and slowly? I'm sorry, please forgive me. Elsie, we'll go to my room. Mistress Lynn, I'm terribly sorry, but our discussion about the future must wait until everyone's calmed down. Yes. Hang in there, Elsie. Sure enough, the broken vase and glass are here. But not much else of note. Still, steadily working these things out is important, surely. I was able to expose Diana and Elsie's lies all on my own. Yeah, this is fine. I can manage this even by myself. It seems it'll take time for everyone to settle down. I should go back to my room and sort out what I've learned. There's something on the wall. What's this about? Waiting in the courtyard. Is this from Lord Arne? I wonder why. Does he want to apologize once more or something? No, surely not, but even supposing he did apologize, would I be able to forgive him? If we end up working together to investigate again, yes, I should really give some thought to how to handle the relationship between us. At any rate, I'll go. This makes me feel weird. He said in the courtyard, right? So he should be around here. Lord Arne? Where could he be? Uh-oh. What? Oh, what's the matter? What? What's wrong? It's me, remember? Yeah! Why are you attacking me? The guard dogs bared their fangs and howled, preparing to leap at the girl any moment. As the dogs leapt straight ahead, the girl desperately dodged out of the way. What's wrong with you? It's me! Eek! Please stop it! Oh boy. What should I do? I'm cornered! I still haven't accomplished anything. And yet, someone, Lord Arne! You called. Lord Arne! Why didn't you leave? What would I need to leave for? You said you didn't want to see my face, so I simply stayed someplace where you wouldn't. More to the point, why are you out here being attacked? I don't understand it either. Why are the dogs... Talk about gnawing off the arm that feeds you. Huh? You never heard of that? It's a saying in Japan. Such inconsistent barking. They're like dogs. They are dogs. Ah, I see. So they're curs who forget lessons they were already taught once. Be gone. Thank you so much. Indeed, you should be grateful. But I'm not going to forgive you just for this, Lord Arne. Ah, yes, about that. There's something I must tell you about. If you care to listen, that is. What is it? It may be a little long. Let us return to your room. Understood. And so, in summary, control of my body had been taken from me. Do you think I'm going to believe that? I should hope you will, because it's the truth. In essence, this personality of mine also comes from this body's one remaining heart. And thus, I too am ultimately a puppet. Quite delightful, is it not? Feel free to laugh. I wouldn't do that. To me, you're just Lord Arne. Is that so? Let me ask a few questions. What is it? Even if it wasn't your own intention, Lord Arne, do you have any thoughts about the people you attacked? Does it matter what I think? It wasn't the current me who did it. But no, I don't have any special thoughts. Then why did you apologize to me? because it appeared I quite troubled you by having my body taken over by that fellow. It was an apology for my blunder, in essence. Then one last question. Lord Arne, are you using me? Indeed I am, for the sake of solving this case. It would be a pain to gather info from around this mansion all by myself. I'd like to curtail the tedium so as to enjoy this case as much as possible, and oh my gosh, I butchered that and I'm sorry. What about it? Even if we can speak to each other, vampires and humans really do think differently, huh? I'm not certain how exactly we differ, but that much should be obvious. Vampires and humans are separate creatures. Humans can't understand the thoughts of animals, yes? Even so, I feel like if I properly explain my feelings, even he should be able to understand. No, I guess that's wrong. Because even if I understand his explanation, that doesn't mean I'm okay with it. Trying to force different values on others won't resolve anything. But still, the using he talks about... What is it, Lynn Rainweb? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. Ugh, come on! Why am I the only one so troubled by everything? Don't start shouting out of the blue. Understand? I won't forgive what you did, Lord Arne. I don't care if your body was taken over by another vampire or whatever. In fact, it's all your fault to begin with for losing to your own blood of all things. So sure enough, the fundamental issue lies with you. What are you doing losing when you call yourself the most heinous of vampires? Sorry, I might have gone a little too far. Ah, is that how it is? Understood, Lynn Rainweb. So you are irritated by my incompetence? No, that's not really it, but... Say again. Jeez. Lord Arne, well, for humans in general, it's painful to be hurt by those we're close to. And for whatever reason, you can't understand that. But even if you can't understand, could you at least keep it in mind? Right. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you very much. And also, sorry for hitting you. Don't worry about it. You might as well have been petting me. More importantly, I've been eager to hear that information you've gathered. More importantly? Understood. Alright, listen well to my efforts. Is this enough, I wonder? It feels like only a temporary measure. If we keep investigating together and run into another conflict? Enough of that. Organizing our information comes first for now. Well, that's everything I learned, and what I know about the vampire Nightshare. I have no issues with your findings about the actions of the humans, but... You say Nightshare is known as the Lord of Shadows and is belligerent with a serious appetite? Isn't that far too little to go off of? What do you expect? There's not much in the literature. Very well, I suppose. This case is connected to the Nightshare's heart, isn't it? Your father likely used it out of his desire to revive your mother. Perhaps it was even the killer themselves who taught him the black magic of reviving the dead. The Rainweb pedigree is convenient as well. The influence held by nobles can often extend over the police, after all. Furthermore, whatever his methods, it was your father gathering human body parts. If his mental state was unstable as well, it would be easy to pin all the blame on him if needed. I suppose so, but... I'll never forgive them for using Father's feelings. Well then, allow me to sort out your information to help reveal the said killer. Yes, go right ahead.